Guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel, and in this video we are going to start our day 2 uh, reading habit. So I have taken editorial page, this one, and we are going to learn some words and at the same time try to learn two article today. Okay, so let's start. So I'm going to start with GK, Jammu and Kashmir realty, because we have already discussed such an article in our day 1 reading habit. If you have not watched, go and check it out for it. Okay, so Jammu and Kashmir realty. New land laws will not help government build trust in former state. Guarantees are needed to check land alienation fear. So we got our first word here, alienation. So whatever the new land law, as we know that now in Jammu Kashmir, non Kashmiri or non Jammu Kashmiri citizen can buy land for I can say outsider who are not belongs to Jammu Kashmir. uh, if they are in India, they can buy land in Jammu Kashmir. But in this new land law, government are not going to in government people are not going to trust. Okay, so guarantee are required to check the alienation of fear, the increment of the fear. Now the center determined uh, the center determined to go out of its way to court anger in Jammu and Kashmir, as if to convey to the people there that they are completely incidental to its plan for 1 year old union territory. The new land law, notified October 27, like the new domicile rules notified in April, do nothing to assure the people of the former state that their concern on demographic change are being taken into consideration. Late Governor Manoj Sinha telling people as late as the morning of the notification to rest assured that no land will be sold to the outsider flies in the face of the notification that open out Jammu and Kashmir land for sale to anyone from any other part of the country with no protection whatsoever. There are 23 petitions in the Supreme Court challenging the Center August 5, 2019 decision revoking the special status of Jammu and Kashmir and bifurcation. If you have not watched the previous video, so please go check it out, because you are going to know the meaning of bifurcation right now, which means when you divide something into parts or branch, that means bifurcation. As we all know that Jammu and Kashmir now divided into two parts, which is state into union territories of Jammu and Kashmir, and then next one is Ladakh. So it is bifurcation. Okay, it would have been proper for the government to wait for the court to pronounce a verdict on these petitions last heard in March, instead of creating a fait accompli on the ground. So these are the words we are going to understand. First is verdict, means when government कोई भी verdict देता है. Petition means when you file something, when you file some petition about these are the things we are don't want to do. लेकिन जब government को आप कोई चीज़ देते हो तो क्या होता है कि petition के बेस पे वो जो भी करते हैं, सपोज़ कोई चीज़ आपके पसंद के हिसाब से नहीं है तो आप petition देते हो गवर्नमेंट को, बताते हो कि ये चीज़ मेरे अकॉर्डिंग नहीं है. नेक्स्ट इज ओके, the center has hope Jammu and Kashmir political parties might reconcile means milna themselves into the August 2019 decisions. The changes to the land rule have made it more even difficult for them to do. In a place where people have come to view the government's every action as an assault on their ethnic, political and religious identity, land right take on huge significance. The sentiment was reflected in the reaction of all the political party in Jammu Kashmir. There are two political party right now in Jammu Kashmir, which is CN and Conference National and PDP. Okay, so these are two political parties. The People's Alliance for दुबकर डिक्लेरेशन कॉल्ड इट मैसिव असॉल्ट, इसको उन्होंने मैसिव असॉल्ट का नाम दे दिया, ऑन द राइट्स ऑफ पीपल्स. fear of demographic change has haunted you guys seen that demographic change appearing again and again. Demographic means when there is change in your land's right. when we say कि इतने इतने गज अब ज़मीन की डेंसिटी हो गई है, ठीक है, कि अब लोगों पर बंदे पे इतना ही ज़मीन उसको मिल सकती है. तो these are the things comes under demographic change. So these demographic change basically haunted means afraid people of Ladakh too, and JK notification would have sent shock waves. Okay, so it's looks like a shock waves through the newly elected councillor of the Leh Ladakh Autonomous Hill Development Council, but it is in it BJP dominated Jammu, and that the feeling of people having let down by its own most predominant. Now, from August 5, 2019, government's action, Jammu Kashmir have smacked of hubris as if to say we do what we do because we can. सो द गवर्नमेंट एक्शन जो है जम्मू कश्मीर में वो कुछ इस तरीके से है कि हम करते हैं, जो भी हम करते हैं वो हम कर सकते हैं. सो these are the things, these seems like smacked that may win some election for BJP, but it is not a solution to the long standing problem in Jammu Kashmir. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Minister Amit Shah had assured that there is no plan to change the demography of Jammu and Kashmir. So initially they said that there was no change, okay, no change in the plan of demography, but and that the center would take all the steps to protect employment and land right of the people, and at the same time they also assure that they are protecting employment and land rights of the people. These assurances have to be written into law to prevent further alienation of the people of the Jammu Kashmir, so that people of Jammu Kashmir will not haunted for these news, because these are the things we have already learned in this article. Okay, hope you get the point. Now let's complete our new task. So there is a new social justice plus. First round of Bihar polls is an endorsement of electoral democracy. Campaign point to post Mandal phase of the politics. So there is some election occur in the Bihar. So it is the first round of Bihar polls. Now let's see. The 53.34% turnout in the first round Bihar Assembly election in 2015. Then 56.6 is a remarkable political party, except for the ruling JDU. BJP had raised apprehension that few people are likely to turn out to vote in the view of COVID-19 situation. Okay, so people are also voting in the worst situation of COVID, and had called for a postponed of the election, and they also called for it postponement of the election, because as we know that we all are stuck in home, and if you guys if at this point of time if someone goes to vote, so it may create problem on their health. However, electioneering has been in full swing, with political parties deploying their full armory in the campaign. Remarkable, since many minister and leader had contracted the coronavirus. Political groups also used social media and technology to overcome the restriction imposed by the election commission due to the pandemic reach to the voters. The robust turnout and relatively peaceful voting in 71 seats is heartening for its amount to a celebration of the democratic process, evidence that citizens take their right to vote seriously. This being the first election since the virus outbreak in March. So it is the first election after the March. As we all know, the in I think in 22 March, we were stuck in lockdown. The election commission has reason to proud of its work, and people are people nowadays more aware towards its voting right. And yeah, that's why election commission feels proud. uh, Bihar, of course, has come a long way from the time when elections were marked by both booth capturing, other such act of violence. The last 3 decades have seen a deepening of electoral democracy, with cross section of society getting to exercise to their franchise. Franchise means right to freedom. Okay, freely, fearlessly. This process of democratization was facilitated by the social justice politics that emerged from the Mandal Revolution in the 1990s. So we also got to know that after the Mandal Revolution, this system came into force of voting. Bihar people now freely and fearlessly can vote. Okay, so caste identity and empowerment of lower caste marked the initial phase of this transformative politics and set the electoral agenda for 3 decades. So these are the caste identity and give right to the caste, to the lower caste. It is the initial phase of the transformative politics. Now it is all the 3 decade agenda also that seem to have changed. Lalu Prasad Yadav and Nitish Kumar faces of social justice politics continue to be part of the conversation, but the poll narrative has become Mandal plus. The question of economic justice has loomed large. Now it's looming large in campaign with Lalu, Hairs, and RJD CM Tejasvi Yadav, making unemployment a key issue. So while doing this election, they are taking topic unemployment is the key issue. BJP, which initially lampooned the RJD promise of 10 lakh new job, has had to respond with an even larger number, 19 lakh, in its manifesto. Now they have to give answer about the 10 lakh new job, the high unemployment rate in Bihar, and Bihar is facing high employment rate right now, the second highest in the country, and the poor education infrastructure are the issue that resonate with the youth, a big chunk of the electorate. And because these are the issue in Bihar, so it becomes a big chunk of the election. Voters acknowledge that Nitish Kumar improved law and order and public infrastructure such as road, power, water, but they also see his omission. Now people know that Nitish Kumar was very good, um, is very good in law and order. They improved a lot, but still there is some disadvantage also. They also see it. Okay, whatever be the outcome of this election, politics in Bihar appear poised for a new phase. So this is all about the Bihar. Old form of identity politics seem set to recede as a development concern, domination election agenda, and voter demand accountability for the representative. Now it's a good step that if you elect someone, and if they or I can say if they make some promises, so the audience, uh, through them, when someone selected, so they can ask answer to those people, those representative, um, which make promises on the time of election but